This is last year, and this is what it looks like right now, or at least a couple of weeks ago. And this is what it looked like last year when I was all done. So I wasn't able to get back out and finish from last year. So all the stumps are still there, all the debris, um, things that I needed to bundle is still there. So yeah. This back portion I am not going to touch this year. I'm going to try and finish the side piece here, and then we'll tackle the very back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to I Do It. I'm Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by. And this week, I'm back at my mother-in-law's to hopefully do this piece for the last time. Um, this is going to be a 4-day project, and this first day, I get a bit of a late start. So my goal here is just to clean off maybe a quarter of the side of the garage, just to give me like a good staging area to put sticks that I need to bundle and debris and whatnot to get backed up. So yeah, should be fun. If you remember, or not, I will put a pin in the upper right hand corner to check out the 28 trees with a handsaw video. That was the first part of my biggest transformation last year. The summer finale, if you will, of my videos. And what I did was I cut down 28 trees. They weren't like huge trees, but by the end of the day, I was regretting not bringing a chainsaw for sure. Would have went a lot quicker. Now, this time around, I did say that I wasn't able to get back out last year, and there is a bunch of debris that you can't see right now. There's a couple of fallen trees and some sticks that I piled up that I needed to get back out and bundle up for my mother-in-law so she could take them out to the curb. And I just never got around to it. Life happens. So now I'm back out to do this for pretty much a second time. Now, there are some pros and cons to coming back and working on it for a second time. One is that obviously there's not 28 trees and they're not huge. They're not 3-4 inches thick at the smallest and 8 to 10 inches thick at the biggest. But it is a lot thicker, and because of the debris that I left last year, I know that I just can't get in here with a weed whipper or something like that and start going to town, because I wouldn't get very far. So I have to do it all by hand again, which is, I mean, if you've seen my videos, you should know that I don't mind doing things by hand. I like to do things by hand sometimes. It's like quiet meditation for me in a way. Not specifically all the time, but just working with your hands is satisfying to me to a certain extent. So I don't mind doing it. forgot. A lot of my time spent on this first day too was a lot of bundling. Um, and I don't even get it all done, so there's a ton more to bundle. And I don't know, maybe I didn't expect it to take so long or be so time consuming. Uh, but it was. I was also trying to make it so they weren't huge and really difficult to bring out to the street. So hopefully I accomplished that because it wasn't me that was going to be dropping them off at the side of the road. It was going to be my mother-in-law. So I didn't want to make them, you know, big, huge bundles of sticks that she could hardly pick up. Uh, so I tried to make them smaller and more manageable, which is probably why it did take a little bit longer than what it would normally would, I guess.
Alright. This is what we got done so far. Not a whole lot. But what's taking so long is bundling. My phone was about to run out of battery, so I just did some quick cleanup. One more bundle. But still got some sticks and debris here to bundle up. And we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a stump, so that's 5. I think there's 1 right there, so that would be 6. And then 7. And as you can see, if you don't remove the stump, it just regrows. And even though it's not as tall as it was last year, it's a little bit thicker just because everything's smaller and more compact. But yeah, should be able to at least take care of this part for her. And then we'll tackle that back there. These logs right here I cut up. I'm going to take those home with me. Here's all the bundled sticks. We probably did a good 8 or 9 bundles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see, and there's at least 3 more in the center, so maybe 10. And then 3 lawn bags, mostly filled up with littler sticks that I just couldn't bundle. And then all the leaves from the one tree that I did cut down right there. And we're back for day 2. The plan here is just to continue what we were doing yesterday, but I do have a little helper today. Yeah, be careful.
Reviewing this footage for day 2 was probably my favorite part of the process. I enjoyed watching the video of me and my son messing around in the dirt and whatnot. I do cut it up because I don't want it to get too boring. And then 2, if you notice, I will blur my son's face out, and that's just because when starting the channel, my wife and I sat down and talked about, you know, what we kind of envisioned for things to kind of be, but also that we weren't going to, quote unquote, I guess, exploit our children. Not that anybody who features their kids on their YouTube pages exploiting their children. Just in our minds, there's a lot of bad actors out there, and we didn't want to put him in any more unnecessary harm, I guess. Not sure. We were just being cautious. People can do all kinds of sorts of weird things. I'm sure even though the precautions I do take, if anybody with bad intentions stumbled upon my page, they would be able to do whatever they wanted with the footage that I have provided. But yeah, in our mind, we are going to protect them as much as possible from identity theft and that sort of thing as well, if that makes sense.
Whoa.
I've also kind of started to look at the channel as sort of a time capsule for my son, especially when he gets older. He can go back and watch all these videos of me, and hopefully I'm still around, but you know, we never know. So hopefully he grows up and he gets to look back fondly on these videos if he ever wants to like reminisce.
What are you gonna say to him?
I got my Okay, look at this one. This is this thing. Yeah, it's walking. Yeah, I can walk with it. You go down, right? Here I go. Woo! Woo! There you go. I got my gloves on.
Yep.
Whoa! He shot himself! That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Dada. I'll go feed him here. I'll go feed him. Hey, you're gonna look it up.
Yeah. Trying to get all this debris.
Look at that too. See? That.
Yeah, put that in there too. Good job.
Well, we can help Dada though.
Yeah.
Dada, oh, we help Dada. Cause Dada needs help, right?
Yeah.
Dada, could Dada not hurt you, right?
No.
I'm gonna get that. And you hit yourself right there, I think. You hit yourself right there, I think.
You
Right?
did.
You hit yourself right there.
Yeah.
Remember, Dada is big.
Yeah.
Dada is big. Look up there. Dada could reach up there.
I could reach up there with a ladder. I could. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely I could.
Dada could rest over there.
You want to rest for a minute? You want some water?
I know this, see? That's awake, Gussie.
You are.
I can use that brake, too. I can use that brake, see? See, I'm awake. Me too, I'm tunnel. I dig. I should dig. I doesn't put better. See, I can move. I can move. And I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, we gotta get all this stuff.
Here, I'm gonna get this thing. Now look at I got.
You can put that in the back.
Sorry. I got you. That's big too. Okay.
You are. Blake?
all day, right? This is the big tool, right? This is the big tool. This is the big tool set.
Yeah.
Wow!
You almost got taken out, huh?
Wow!
Now what am I gonna do with you? Well, I'm gonna have to stop cleaning that way because I'm running out of bags. I only got one left. I still gotta put all this in a bag. Let me show you. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna take a whole bag. But we did get a lot of this cleaned up. And this is all that's left. Not too bad. I'm probably still gonna go through this pile here of this stuff and get all the twigs and stuff out so I can put them in the bundle pile right there. So all that stuff right there needs to be bundled. But that being said, I think I'm gonna take another break because the sun's out and shining. I need some water. All right, end of day 2. There's probably 12 bundles there. There's 9 bags. So priority when I come back is to bag this stuff up. It's probably 3 bags or so. Bundle all them sticks together. But off camera, I finished cleaning everything up. So it looks back to what it did last year when I was done with it. So after we get rid of that middle debris pile, bundle all that, and we'll start digging these stumps up. That's probably the biggest one right there. It's like a triple stump. But last year's video, I think I counted 28 trees. Now I did rip some of the stumps up by hand because they were really small, and then too, especially after a year of just sitting and rotting, I was able to pull them up easier. So the ones that are left are the ones I have to dig out. So see you then.
That'll do it for me for today, though. I really appreciate you sticking around to this far into the video. If you like that kind of content, please give me a thumbs up.
Those big ones right there.
Be sure to subscribe so you get informed on next week's video when I dig up these stumps.
Yeah, a couple little ones and
Anyway, hopefully I'll see you around. If you like this video, maybe you'll like one of these videos. Hopefully you'll check it out. See you around.